More now on the subject of drought. Our OSU Extension fire ecologist John Weir says these lingering conditions will likely increase the chance of wildfires this fall and winter.
So the fire risk is getting pretty great, or has been and continues to be pretty great, and it's going to get worse because we are now going at least into the dormant season. So everything's senescing out. We're not too far away from our first freeze throughout most of northern Oklahoma, so that'll put most all the vegetation definitely dry. We're also, again, even though we're extremely dry, we're getting into the driest time of year. Winter, December, January, and February are definitely the driest months. So the potential for wildfire is just increasing greatly with every day. So, again, with hay being at a premium and also, not available much, we got to protect what we've got. And so the things that I would recommend for protecting hay from wildfire issues or for potential things that come up, again, don't store it all in one spot. Spread your hay out so it's in multiple areas. So that way, if a fire does come, it's not impacting all that you have. Secondly, make sure that the areas that you store the hay I would be looking for areas that are bare ground. Make sure you have all your equipment cleaned off from the year. So again, hay equipment, mowers, shredders, things like that may have a big accumulation of debris and flammable debris that's piled up on them that embers could start and burn that equipment with. Clean that stuff off. Get everything cleaned up. Around your outbuildings and homes, keep everything mowed short. Trim up any flammable trees or anything that are close by so that the fire could go underneath it. Make sure, like on your outbuildings and stuff, let's keep the doors and windows always shut. So again, that way if a fire does occur, you're not around, embers aren't going to fly into the building, potentially set anything on fire, things like that. Everybody needs to think about long beforehand, if insurance is an issue or a thing, check and see what your coverage is. It may be, a lot of times it's not really expensive to up your policy to get greater coverage, because you need to make sure that you've got coverage for what you have. On doing that, also have an inventory of what kind of equipment, things that you have in your barns and your shops and your home, in case something would happen. You need to do that beforehand, because it's hard to ever get that, remember everything that you've ever had. So again, take that inventory, take photographs, take videos of all that stuff so you have a record of everything that you have, so that way in case something does happen, you have that record and you've got that proof. Again, keep receipts and things like that. Again, keep those in a safe place. Again, think about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it long before that fire ever comes, and that's the biggest issue.